Hi everybody and welcome to Move and Breath with Ellie and Patrick. Patrick is here with me. A couple of days ago I just posted on my Instagram stories a little question about what you would like to see more in these classes. So I was very happy to see many of you responding, and in case you like this kind of initiative, just leave a comment so that we can do it more frequently. And one of the questions that we got was from La Pozzi de Viaje, and she asked us to do a flow on arm balances. So that's what we will do today. Potentially this one will become a couple of mini series with more arm balances. So La Pozzi de Viaje, you know that potentially you have more classes, but we will start with this one, and we are very open to your feedback. Before we start, please hit the subscribe button, so hit the bell so that we can keep bringing to you new content and keep interacting with us either through YouTube or our social media. You can find me at Move with Ellie, Yoga Breath Evolution for Patrick, so just keep yourself tuned. Having said that, we can start in Sisa, so sitting on our heels, relaxing the hands on top of the lap, flipping the palms so that we can address the palms towards the sky. Taking this moment just to bring our attention to the present. Maybe noticing what is for us, what is there for us to do this powerful asana. The arm balances, this one that requests so much attention, focus, as well body awareness. Everything is connected. So also check for you what is there, what is appealing to you, why you want to do them. For me it was freedom in movement, my intention in arm balance. For you it might be something totally different. Whenever you're ready, take a moment to observe yourself into an arm balance of your choice, or imagine the sensation of being in arm balance. The constant battle between holding yourself up, avoiding to fall down. And when you're ready, bring the hands together, palms are joined. Take a moment here to see your intention as you move forward. Blink your eyes open. Exhale, both hands on ground. And we find our tabletop position. Destination tabletop position. Intention is to warm up the wrist. So spread the fingers wide, press the first knuckle down, elbows are straight and looking towards each other, knees are hip width apart, and we start to move between right and left. Take a moment here maybe to make a little bit more of a semicircle, keeping the elbows straight, and the temptation is strong to bend them. I get you. Because when we keep them straight, we feel all the weight in, but that's what you want to train, is exactly that one, that awareness into the hands. And maybe notice if your knuckles bend and the digits are pressing onto the ground so that you can get a better grip. When you're ready from here, come back to center, fingers towards the outside. So according to the space we have in the wrist, either the wrist can move closer or more apart. Both ways, even if they're close, the elbows are looking into each other. Simply you will feel a little bit of different sensation into the wrist and into your shoulders, move between right and left. And if you have a lot of space here, you can invite like number 8, like moving accordingly, keeping the elbows straight. And if you did number 8, the most difficult part of today will be to revert to this number 8. It's always that thing, right? When we do one thing that we are familiar with, they say like reverse the sense. It's like, oh, shit, that's difficult. When you're ready from here, fingers towards the back, same, we want to bring the knees a little bit closer eventually, stretching the wrist. So you want to sit back and keep the palm as much as you can onto the ground. Inhale, way forward. Exhale, sit back, palms on ground. Now, if you have a lot of space, you might want to bend the elbows, feeling a deep, intense stretch into the fingers, and then bring yourself forward. Again, we move, sit back, option to bend the elbows back, find the stretch into the digit, and come back forward. We do other 2 of those. Of course, you can take always the modification that Patrick is doing without bending or with bending like I'm doing. according to the space. Both are good because they give you a little bit of an intel of where you are and how much space you have in your hands. You're giving yourself a super stretch into your hands. When you're ready, come back to forward. Now we flip the palm and we want to place the, we want to focus on pressing the pinky onto the ground. So when you're ready, roll back onto the pinky and imagine that the eye of the elbows are moving towards the ground. Inhale, way forward. Exhale, sit back. Again, eye of the elbows want to look towards the ground and we move forward. Last two in this fashion, nice and easy. You got this. Way forward. Last one. Nice warm up for the wrist so that we can better balance. When you're ready from here, both hands on ground, the last one is our is the palm raises. So this one is a super intense push up for your wrist. So instead to sit back, because that will be probably your tendency, move like with the shoulder over the wrist. Thumbs are lifting, we don't need them now. First knuckle are pushing, we want to lift the palm in one, and drop it in two, one, and lift straight away. So inhale, lift, exhale, 2, 1 on ground, inhale, lift, 1, 2, 1 on ground, inhale, lift, last 2, so move down, inhale, lift, move up, 1, exhale. Now, when you're ready, shake your hands, take a moment. Maybe notice how your hands are feeling. When you're ready, tabletop position, we send the right leg back. Again, we want to open the right hip, and so we bend the right knee, keep pressing the floor away, open the hip onto the side, and simply landing as softly as you can, the right foot outside of the right hand. See if you can bring the knee towards the elbow, and then land the foot. And now we move back and forward. So this one feels good, it's nice and soothing. Taking a moment here, when you're ready, bend the front knee, finding the lizard position. I will not ask you to go on elbows. I want that you focus on the hip flexor. When I teach in class, I see a lot of people that go exactly in the place that they've been 20,000 times. So that means nice to be new places, right? Even if it feels in your head that you are doing the less intense posture, as long as you bring the awareness into hip flexor, I kind of feel it even from here. I don't have to go on my elbows to feel. When you're ready from here, press the floor away, lift the right heel, and open the hip onto the side as you address the leg all the way back and up. So 3-legged to the table. When you're ready, knee towards the chest, round, and step your right foot between the hands softly. So again, we move back and forward. It's like a little bit of this soothing motion to help ourselves up. And when you're ready, stretch your front leg, flex the foot, and find a nice half split. Inhale, lift the chest, exhale, find a fold. Now for us split, a lot of us might feel quite intensity even with the hands and the shoulders. I try to bring my belly on top of my thigh and walk my hands away so that I'm really feeling that intense hamstring stretch. Of course, I'm pushing my heel onto the ground and imagining to pivot back this leg, so almost activating more than just dropping. And I stay here a couple of moments, keeping that connection belly to thigh as much as I can. And when you exhale, release. So see if you can pick up the right foot gently and send it back. And then we move towards the other side. So left leg reach up and back. Again, you bend the knee, you find that circle with the hip with intention to tap the shoulder so that you can easily step the left foot outside of the left hand. And we move back and forward. Simply. A little bit soothing. Entering into your lizard pose, staying here with the hands under the shoulder. Harvesting a little bit of humility instead to go all the way to the most crazy variation of your lizard. Stay with the knee down and notice the difference into the sensation into the hip, comparing, if you will, maybe going with tuck toes and lifting the knees. What happened? One is strength, the other one maybe is a little bit more space. When you already press the floor away, lift the heel. Again, we want to send the leg all the way up, finding the nice opening into the hip. Bring it back up, and we step the left foot with control between our hands, so finding a little bit of space, moving back and forward. When you already find that half split, noticing what is there, maybe just stiffness is there. So like, I'm noticing I'm just stiff. Can be. Keep the belly in and then address it on top of the thigh. Imagine like if you did cat and cow before, you want to kind of connect to that cow spine. Keep pressing the heel down. I like to find a slight gaze forward. When you exhale, bend the knee and step back with control and grace. Tuck your toes under, find your downward facing dog, pedal the feet. Just feeling here. And then when you're ready, we start to walk the feet towards the front of the mat. Gently walking forward, exhale, falling off. Maybe grabbing the opposite elbows if you want. Or if you're working really to keep the straight legs, what I like to do sometimes is really bending my knees a lot. Maybe even grabbing the back of my ankle and then working to keep the belly onto the thighs as I fold forward, as I stretch my leg. So see if for you can work this variation. When you exhale, bend the knees, we come all the way up. One vertebra at a time, chin towards the chest, standing up tall. We take this moment purely of observation. Again, reconnecting with that intention of doing arm balance and also how it makes us feel. Maybe for you just freedom like for me, or for you is more strength or joy or playfulness, who knows. We will warm up a little bit our body, a couple of regular Surya A, and then we will build a flow that will make us sweat a little bit more. Of course, you can make it as hard as you want for yourself. In this case, we will add little press in our Surya A. If you want, you can always skip the press. I will show you what we do. Inhale, exhale, hands in front of the heart. Take a moment here to press the palms together so that you harvest that tree stretch. Arms are reaching up on inhalation. Exhale, fold. Again, we are folding here. Either you have the option halfway lift or a palm press. So place the hands a little bit in front of your feet and start to shift the weight into the hands. Maybe come a little bit lighter onto the toes. Exhale. Bring the hands down, step right foot, left foot back, finding a plank position. Inhaling here. Exhaling, bend the elbows at the ribcage. Find your chaturanga, maybe land on top of the belly. Roll the shoulder blades back. Inhale, open the chest forward, find a cobra position. Press the feet onto the ground. Exhale, downward facing dog. These are always things that can be modified. When you're the inhale, gaze between the hands option, maybe the first round to take a big step. So step your right foot forward, left foot forward. Exhale, fold. Inhale, come all the way up. Exhale, hands in front of the heart, maybe side of your hips. So if the first time you do a press into your Surya A, we will add it also at the end. Consider just to place the hands in front of your shoulders, and then shift in front of your feet, and then shift the weight into those hands as you round your shoulder and you protract the scapulas. When you're ready, inhale here, exhale, hands in front of the heart, press the hands together. Inhale, arms are reaching up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, finding that press. Strong, strong, strong. Exhale, feet down, step back, find your plank. Inhale from here, exhale, chaturanga, moving towards the ground. Finding an up dog or a cobra. We'll continue for cobra. Your option is the up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. From here, we have 3 breaths and a couple of options to move forward. So either you hop, you jump, you attempt any inversion. It's up to you. I would take most likely a hop. So check how it works with you. Keep like the sensation of the press, so to push the floor away. When you're ready, inhale here, gaze between the hands, and find your way to move towards the front of your mat. Oops. Fold. And then we add an halfway lift here, so we find another press. Exhale, fold again, and come all the way up. Exhale, hands side of your hips. Find a moment, last round. Then we build. We should start to warm up by now. Inhale here. Exhale, hands in front of the heart. Inhale, we come up. Exhale, we fold, finding that press on halfway lift. Stepping back, finding a plank. Exhale, chaturanga down, up dog or cobra on inhalation. Exhale, downward facing dog. Bringing the feet together, preparing to step forward. Inhale from here, take your chance, moving towards the front of the mat. And fold. Inhale, finding your press. Exhale, fold again. From here, we grab the opposite elbow. We find a little bit of a deeper fold. Taking a couple of breaths. And when you're ready, bring the hands down. Last time, we find that press. So imagine that you're fighting for your life. Like if you're in an arm balance, you're fighting to don't fall out. When you're ready, exhale. Step back, find a plank. And then from here, we'll move in our side plank. So start to roll on the outside of the right foot. Bring the left arm towards the sky. Find your side plank option to stack the feet together. Or like Patrick is doing, bringing the right knee down. Keep protracting the right shoulder. Keep breathing here. When you're ready, exhale, both hands down. We find the chaturanga. And then we will push back in our plank. And then move towards the other side. Say, what? Yeah, arm balance requires a little bit of discipline as well. So keep pushing the floor away. Engaging your obliques. Simply find a nice arch shape. Exhale, both hands down. We find that plank again. Chaturanga towards the floor. Up dog as we breathe in. Exhale, downward facing dog. On the next inhalation, our right leg reach up. Find our three-legged dog. Exhale, knee to nose. Inhale, three-legged. Exhale, we tap the right elbow, even the right armpit if it's already accessible for you. Inhale, back up. Exhale, opposite armpit, opposite elbow. Stay high and send it back up. When you're ready, I want you to tap the right elbow again or armpit and stay here. For 1, 2, and 3. Back up. Step your right foot between the hands with control. Finally, be joyful that we arrive here. Maybe spin open the back foot. Inhaling, coming all the way up for your warrior 2. Breathing in and out. Finding a moment here for just staying. Pressing the left foot, the left outer edge of the foot on the ground. Staying to the middle, tucking slightly the tailbone under. Gazing towards your middle finger or above and beyond. When you're ready from here, inhale, flip the right palm and reverse. Exhale, right elbow towards the right knee, extend the side angle. Keep breathing in and out. When you're ready, come back up, find your warrior 2. We windmill the hands down, three-legged dog. Now we will try to bend the elbows as we try to tap the right knee towards the right elbow. We try to bend the elbows indeed. So tap your right tricep and bend the elbows and see what happens. Stay with me for 1 and 2. Step back, send it back up, three-legged dog. And when you exhale, step your right foot between the hands. This time the back foot stays elevated. So we are in our either warrior 2 stand or your high lunge stand, according what is good for you. And we will have a little bit of a trick. So from here, either you want to adjust a little bit better, make sure that here you're stable. Placing both hands behind the head, open the chest. We want to tap the left elbow towards the ground. So if it's the first time you do something like this, most likely you will lose your balance. If you notice that you lose your balance, it's totally fine. Just get the inch of it and then let's do it together. When you're ready, inhale, exhale, left elbow towards the ground. Inhale, back up. I know, we do just 3 times. Exhale. Inhale, back up. Last one, we really try to aim for the floor. So when you're ready, elbow towards the ground, maybe you rest on the floor, sending the right arm up, finding that opening into the hip. Say like who did not want to do crazy lizard pose, that's where you are here. Now this is the hardest part. Squeeze everything together, bring yourself back up. Find your high lunge. Exhale, both hands down. Three-legged dog. When you're ready again, we tap the right elbow. This time the destination is extending the leg out. So keep bending the elbows. Shift the weight forward, see how it goes. Sending the right leg all the way back up again. Whew. Right? On your exhale from here, step your right foot between the hands. And then from here, send the arms up. Exhale, left knee into the chest. Hold here. Interlace and hold. And we want to lean back. Almost like you're holding, and you're leaning back. This one can be like a little bit more intense if you extend the leg forward, like pointing. But for now, is not really needed. We want to find this resisting the gravity sensation. Very familiar situation if you're doing arm balances. When you exhale from here, take us almost like if you want to step the left foot back, but you want to stay hovering into your warrior 3. The next time we will tap the right elbow will be for our Ekapada koundinyasana, so will be an arm balance. We want to shift the weight forward, stay floated so that our shoulder don't drop, and find that beautiful flying split. When you exhale, step the foot down, both hands on ground. Inhale, three-legged dog. Exhale again, bend the elbows, right knee outside of the right elbow, point the toe, gaze forward and see if you can fly the back leg up. Stay high and elevated into the chest. Keep fighting the floor. Exhale, step back, three-legged dog. Whew. When you're ready, way forward, find your plank. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Amazing work. Option here to bring the knees down. When you're ready, gaze between the hands, inhale. And take a hop or a jump between your hands. So just bring yourself towards the front of the mat. And fold. Taking a moment here, wave yourself all the way up to standing. Take a moment here to feel sensation into the body, how you felt. Maybe like what it was, that sensation, if you could embody that sensation you said at the beginning about what was there for you into your arm balance. When you're ready from here, bring the feet together, maybe even stepping slightly back. We're moving our crow pose or crane, according to what you feel is more convenient for you. Crow pose on elbows, crane on armpits, so you choose. Start to bend the knees and find your chair pose. Arms are reaching up or in front of your heart. Tuck your tailbone under, belly it's in. Gaze down, see if you can see your toes. Amazing. When you interlace the fingers, palms away from you. Find this nice stretch into the shoulders. Exhale, belly on thighs. I always call it this one, the pre-skiing position. You know, when you're about to ski all the way down. When you're ready, exhale, both hands on ground, under your shoulder, lift the hips high. And then you want to bring the elbows towards the back as you land your knees on top of the elbows. Shift the weight forward. Find your crow, one heel in, maybe both, maybe just one, maybe you alternate. Keep pushing the floor away. Squeeze everything in like if you're a small ball. You keep fighting with the ground and say like, how long are we here? Quite a bit, right? Exhale, step or jump back. Inhale, finding an up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. So 2 arm balance in the pocket. Third one to come because we got a left side too. So it might be a very different experience. When you're ready, inhale, left leg up. Exhale, knee to nose. Inhale, left, reach. Exhale, left elbow, left armpit. Inhale, come up. And then cross over. Maybe higher. Send the leg up. And when you're ready, like now, hop and stay here towards the left armpit. Keep it for 3, 2, and 1. Left leg up. Step your left foot between the hands. We move to our warrior 2. Spin the back foot down. Inhale, come up. Finding a moment here really to feel, right? To bring yourself back to a place of feeling. Also pausing after all this hard work. When you send the left arm forward, flip the palm and reverse. Enjoy this moment. Maybe sending the right hand towards the left hip. Give the stretch into the left side body. Exhale, left elbow towards the left knee. Arms are reaching forward. Amazing sensations. Beautiful. When you're ready from here, come back up. All right, we meet the hands down. We know what is happening. Send the left leg up. Now we will bend the elbows as we tap, we tap the outside of the left elbow, so tap the left side of the left elbow and bend the elbows at the same time. Keep lifting the chest. For 3, 2, 1. This one is always a place to come back to. You know that. Stepping the foot between the hands. We land in this high lunge situation. Like before, if you want to place the hands down to make sure the feet is nice and anchored, because you know what is coming from here, right? All this weirdness. Patrick is already placing the hands behind the head, preparing for this weird, I would say, hip openers. When you're ready, exhale, right elbow inside the left foot. Inhale, come up. We do it just for 3. Exhale. Inhale, come up. You can always bring the back knee on ground, don't forget that. And when you really land the right elbow onto the ground, send the left arm towards the sky. And maybe you squeeze everything together as you come all the way up. So legs super strong. Woo! Arms are reaching. Exhale, both hands on ground, 3-legged dog. Say, what just happened? So now we don't just bend the knee, we also extend, the elbows, we also extend the legs. So bend the elbows, knee outside of the elbows, and we extend. Keep lifting the chest, shifting the weight into the knuckles, front of your hands. Exhale, 3-legged dog. Beautiful. When you're ready, step the left foot between the hands. All right. So like before, come all the way up. This time, the right knee into the chest. So bring yourself to standing. And again, like before, we bring this sensation of fighting gravity, like you will do into your arm balance, what you normally do. So you lean back, kind of super fighting gravity. What's happening? I'm fighting gravity. Keep opening the chest. When you're ready with control, step back. Whew. Landing in this warrior 3. You remember, sorry, I say step back. That's on me. Standing in this warrior 3, keep like hovering, remembering that sensation, or remember like a little bit how it feels to be Nekapada, like the flying split. Remember that you can always seek for that shift forward that makes your back foot light. Even if it's not today, please don't hop. You know, the foot has to feel light. Otherwise, we'll keep feeling heavy. When you're ready, step your right foot down, both hands on ground, left leg up. Now is where we go, destination Nekapada koundinyasana. So shift the weight forward, bend the elbows, left knee outside of the left elbow, point the toes if you want, gaze forward, keep flying, floating the back leg, maybe even doing shapes if it feels good for you. And then we step the right foot down, 3-legged dog. Whoo! Shift forward, 3-legged plank, chaturanga, up dog or cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. When you're ready, exhale, knees on ground, find your child pose, or sit in Saiza, however feels better for you. So, taking roughly 30 minutes, putting in so many arm balances. So if you like this, we can spice up the practice with just one last arm balance. Or maybe you can take again what we did so far. When you're ready from here, if you are into your child pose, push yourself down into your downward facing dog. Last arm balance today, again, crow pose, always a beautiful entry, I would say entry for arm balance. Gaze between the hands and find your way towards the front of the mat. Today it doesn't happen for me. What? Right? Sometimes it doesn't happen. Folding down. Inhaling, halfway lift. This time we enter from here. So start to bring the palms under the shoulders and bend the elbows back. I want to ask you to stay here a little bit longer than normally you will do. I will enter in crane now, so my elbows and are straight and my knees are in touch with my armpit. And I shift the weight forward. When you're ready, heel towards the buttocks. 1, maybe 2. We stay here. We keep fighting gravity. Woo! For 3 breaths. For 2 breaths. Squeeze everything up for one breath. When you're ready, feet onto the ground. Squeeze the knees together, arms are reaching forward. Move yourself on the floor. Keep the knees close to your chest as you move onto the floor. Take a moment here for rocking your lower back. Take a moment maybe how it felt. What happened? Were you in the same intention? If it was joy, were you joyful in your unbalance, or like you saw like your life going through and in front of your eyes? When you're ready from here, place the feet down. We're moving our bridge pose. So feet hip width apart, send the hands towards the heels that you can brush them, knees towards the sky. Taking the chance here to tuck your tailbone under, like finding a little bit of pelvic floor, like awareness. And when you're ready, lift your lower, middle, and upper back from the ground, finding your bridge pose. Any variation will count. Some of us like to be onto our hands. Some of us like to grab the ankles. Wherever you are, make it like one thing that keeps it very intentional. Chin towards the chest, keeping your eyes closed for a couple of breaths here. Keep lifting, engaging the glutes, lifting, keep the knees squeezing together. Keep up. When you're ready, exhale, upper, middle, lower back on ground. Knock the knees in, feet towards the sides. Take a moment here to drop the knees from to right and then to the left. To right again, and then to the left, and then back to center. From here, option to bring the sole of the feet together, knees are moving out, hands on top of the belly, reclined butterfly. Nice way to end practice. So take a moment here to digest all the information you just received. Everything that was there for your practice to do. When you're ready, send the feet towards the opposite corner of the mat, finding your Shavasana, spreading the arms wide, taking a moment here just to bring yourself into a place of relaxation. Meaning that you want to make it this one like a place for you that you can stay relaxed and be present. And at the same time, you can let go. Present for the sensation into your body. Let go for anything you don't need and doesn't serve you really. I want to thank you for being with us today. I want to thank you, La Pozzi de Viaje, for suggesting arm balance. Don't hesitate to suggest anything or ask anything. If anything was a little bit more challenging, just let us know. If it was too easy as well, let us know. Stay in your Shavasana as long as you want to. We want to thank you for being with us. I cannot wait to see you again. Thank you.